Ladies, in the next 13 minutes, I intend to show you how you can go from a relationship that's filled with resentment, arguing, and a lack of intimacy into a deeply connected, passionate relationship. And you can do all of this in weeks, not years, without couples therapy, and even without your partner's participation. I know. I'm sure you've heard that it takes two of you to work on the relationship to make changes, right? The old adage, it takes two to tango, that may be true, but it only takes one to lead. And if you're willing, you can transform your relationship, even if your partner does not want to participate. And I'm going to prove it to you. Before I get started, let's make sure that you're in the right place. This is what you're looking for. So let me ask you, this is most likely for you if you see yourself in some of these scenarios. If you feel sad or lonely or even disconnected in your relationship, or do you wish that you were on the same page together? Do you wish that you could spend quality time with your partner? Or do you feel like you kind of have to keep your mouth shut in order just to keep the peace? It's better to have silence. Or maybe you sleep in the same house, maybe even in the same bed, but you feel like roommates with separate lives. Or maybe you've even lost hope because there's so much damage and distance between you. You feel like the wall's up. There's just no hope in your relationship. And maybe you feel like the only solution is sadly divorce. Maybe you even question, do I love him? But you're here because you're hoping to find a solution. You're hoping to find something, some way to turn this all around. And if this sounds like you, I have really good news for you. First of all, you're in the right place. And second, all of those conditions that we just listed, they're not the real issue. They're just symptoms of the underlying problems. And I'm going to reveal the root of the problem and how to fix it. So stay with me. If you stay until the very end, I've got a very special gift for you. It's something that you can download and you can use immediately to help you with having difficult conversations. My name is Stacy Peasall, and after my second divorce, yes, second, I felt like a failure. I knew I had to figure out why I had failed again, or I would just keep repeating the same patterns into my next relationship. And after much research and prayers and going back to school and investing a ton of money, I did a complete 180. I discovered that most couples are operating with old communication skills that worked for our parents, but they don't work in this new era. I learned how to interact with a man in a way that felt empowering and not needy and not weak. And I finally found the secret to communicate with men so that he could hear me. He could respond in a loving way with a deeper connection, a place where I felt like I could finally, take the wall down and be able to be intimate and deeply connected. And I was driven to master these new skills. And thank goodness I did. I'm in a loving relationship now with my husband that treats me like a queen. And I'm on a personal mission to ensure that all women have the same information. And that's why I'm here today. I liken marriage to building a house. We all know that before building a house, you need to lay a solid foundation. Now, most relationships are built on the foundation of what I call the individual relationship. The individual principle, it was created back in our parents' era. It's when the roles were the head of the house and the little woman. And that era is long gone, thank goodness, but most marriages are still operating under those same principles. Individual relationships show up as control, as blame, as guilt, manipulation, threats, and it's a win or lose situation, meaning somebody wins and somebody loses. And actually, I think it's a lose-lose. In men, this commonly shows up as overbearing. In women, it can show up as manipulation and guilting. Now, both are still individual relationship techniques. In the individual relationship technique, you might say to your partner, I'm really unhappy with what you're doing, or you need to stop doing that, or you need to change. In order for our relationship to be better, This is what needs to happen for you. Now, we don't say it exactly in those specific words, but that's what we're thinking. We think if he would only change, if he would only understand me more, I'm communicating, I'm doing all the things. If he could just change or he could just do this, then our relationship would be better. When we're in a conflict, each person, we're trying to win. That's what the individual relationship is all about. It means one person is going to lose. And this doesn't work. No one wants to be controlled, and no one wants to be the one that's losing, right? There is another option, and this is what I teach my clients. It's the couples relationship skills. This is where you learn how to be free and happy regardless of what goes on in the relationship. It's where you get to be you. It's where you build up your relationship with others instead of controlling or oppressing them. A couple's relationship creates unconditional love and acceptance, unity and connection, compassionate collaboration, appreciation and gratitude. And it's all about empowering you and your partner. So it's a win-win. When my clients learn these couple relationship skills, everything in the relationship changes for the better almost immediately. And it can be for you too. Now, I've covered a lot of different information here. So let's jump into the 5 pillars. So here's what will change your relationship in just weeks. The first pillar is pillar 1. This is all about claiming your power. Ladies, claim your power. You'll get clear on what you don't want and what you do want. And you'll find exactly what that is. I find personally that most women really don't know what they want. When I ask them what they want, they're like, I don't know. But when I ask them what they don't want, they can go on and on about what they don't want. Now, by the end of pillar 1, you're going to feel like Wonder Woman. You'll realize that you are Wonder Woman. Now, in pillar 2, decode your man, you're going to discover his needs, his beliefs, his fears, his triggers, and how he communicates. And I'm going to show you how to express your needs and your wants in a way that he can finally hear you and respond in a loving way. Most clients tell me this has to be the most powerful thing in saving their relationship. Now, pillar 3 is all about resolving communication triggers. This is where you will discover and acquire the new skills to communicate effectively. And you'll be able to stop endless arguments and be able to resolve conflict in just 2 words. And it's not "I'm sorry," and it's not "you're right." And then you're going to get into pillar 4. Now, before you even get there into pillar 4, which is creating intimacy and connection, your relationship has started to do a 180. But you don't want to stop there, because you are going to want to continue in creating that intimacy and that connection. And in this pillar, I'm going to show you how to create that level of deeper connection, one where you're not going to be living as roommates. You're going to be living as 2 people coming together, wanting to be deeply connected. And then in pillar 5, it's about building a thriving partnership. Regardless of whether you're in a 1-year or a 40-year plus relationship, I'm going to show you how to thrive in your relationship in a way that creates lasting companionship. There's nothing sadder than going into your golden years and feeling alone, feeling trapped, and feeling too old to make a change. Hopefully, I've given you a lot of information to give you hope for your relationship. Like you, I have a short attention span, and I can only listen to videos for so long. And so I cut out all my case studies. I just wanted to stay on point. I hope that's worked for you as well. So let me ask you, are you ready to feel understood, appreciated, and valued? Are you ready to break the cycle of endless arguments and have him respond in a loving way? Are you ready to confidently ask for what you want and get it? And are you ready to stop walking on eggshells and be able to relax and breathe again and stop feeling like a roommate and feel connected so that you can reignite your spark? In keeping with honoring your time, I want to wrap up by giving you an opportunity to book a free consultation with me. On that call, I work with you and I create a step-by-step roadmap to help you reach your relationship goals. Now, whether that's to save your marriage or maybe it's just to communicate better, the call is free and the plan is free. So why am I giving it away for free? Well, I'm nice. Well, that's true, but not that nice. Let's be real. I run a very successful coaching business where women can come to me to help save their marriage and improve their relationship. And I realize that some of the women who talk with me will want to work on it. And I don't work with everyone. I only take 5 to 10 new clients each month. And they must be serious about making changes in the relationship in order for it to be a good fit. So if you are a good fit, then I may give you my big, scary sales pitch. In fact, let me give it to you right here, right now, so that you can kind of figure out what's up my sleeve, because I realize you don't know me, but here it is. Based on our conversation on the call, do you want me to help you implement the game plan that I've given you? That's it. You can either tell me yes or no. Either way is acceptable. That's the end of the sales pitch. If we determine that we are not a good fit, we don't go into the scary sales pitch at all, okay? At that particular point, what I do is I give you some resources. Fair enough? Now, we all know that over 50% of marriages end in divorce, and that percentage goes up to 60 to 70% for the second and third marriages. Personally, I know how divorce creates financial ruin for both parties. Beyond the financial ruin, it's devastating emotionally for the family members, for the kids, and the recovery takes months and years. And all of this ruin and devastation can be avoided when you decide to take action to heal your relationship. The fact that you're here today shows me that you want to find a solution. And you want to do something about that. And you can choose to work with me, or you can choose to move forward on your own. But one thing that you should definitely not do is to not do nothing. So you have a choice. I want to encourage you to take action, to schedule your free call. There's going to be a button below, which will take you to my calendar where you can choose a day and time that works for you. And then there's a short questionnaire that helps me to understand where you're at. So fill that out as well. That'll help me to kind of prep for the call so I can create that roadmap for you. If you're not ready to schedule a call, then I want to wish you all the best. And I like to invite you to my group to continue to get support. If you do book your call, then I genuinely look forward to meeting you on the call. And I almost forgot, that special gift that I promised you will show up in your email shortly. So enjoy that. That's really, really transformative in conversations. I think you're going to love it. So thanks for your attention today. I hope that you found this valuable. If you booked a call, I look forward to speaking with you soon. Thanks so much. Have a great day.